If you've got the DJI Pocket 2, you know what an incredible little camera it is. It's so powerful, it's just, the image quality is phenomenal. So why don't I use it anymore? Well, the biggest reason is because of this. And I didn't think that that would happen, but the Pocket 2 is 2 years old now, even a little bit more than 2 years old. I've had it for a little bit over 2 years, and I feel like there's been a lot of progress in terms of the sensors for these cameras and what they can do. And when it comes to the Hero 11 and the Pocket 2, even though the Pocket 2's got the bigger sensor, it's got the wider aperture, and overall the image quality is definitely better than the Hero 11, but when it comes down to things like dynamic range, then that's where the Pocket 2 kind of falls down. The Hero 11 doesn't get blown out highlights, the sky is always intact with the clouds. Now the Pocket 2 does have an HDR mode, but honestly it's not there. Not like it is for the DJI Action 3, where they really got it right in there. But when you compare that to the Hero 11, just the native footage, it's just, the Hero 11 just does so much better with the dynamic range. And the Pocket 2 also crops in quite a lot when you're shooting in HDR mode. Even if you've got the wide angle lens on, it's still very narrow, so it's basically unusable. And the footage just doesn't really look natural anyway. So that's just one of the reasons why the Hero 11 has been going around with me and has kind of replaced my Pocket 2. The other thing is the field of view. The Pocket 2 comes with a wide angle lens, but even when you put it on, it's not really wide enough. So you still feel like you've got more of a floating head in your scene. Whereas with the Hero 11, you've obviously got your linear field of view, then you've got wide, you've got super wide, and you've got the hyperview field of view in Hero 11 now as well. Which also brings me on to the fact that the Hero 11 also has this great aspect ratio, which is 8:7, which means that if you're trying to film a horizontal video and vertical video, you're not having to go back over and shoot two videos. So you can just shoot one video and then you can crop a horizontal video and you can crop a vertical video out of that without losing much resolution. But the Pocket 2 is really awkward to try and film a vertical video because of the way that you have to hold the Pocket 2, and I think that was one of the things that was putting me off, and I was just kept reaching for my Hero 11 even more. Now when it comes to the colour profiles, I can't lie, the Pocket 2 and D-Cine-like is just, I created dedicated LUTs for it because I absolutely love shooting in D-Cine-like and the colours just look great. Also, the LUTs are going to get an upgrade soon, so keep an eye out for that, and if you do buy the LUTs now, you'll get a free upgrade to the new bundle because there's going to be more LUTs in it. So if you do want to get them, now's the time because the price might go up a little bit, but you won't pay any extra for those upgrades and the bigger bundle. So just saying. But yeah, shooting in D-Cine-like is just, the colours look great. And that's not to say that when you shoot in the flat colour profile with the Hero 11 that it doesn't look good. But unless you use something like Film Convert Nitrate or Cinematch, then colour grading the Hero 11 footage when you shoot in flat is very difficult. Whereas with the DJI Pocket 2, even if you didn't use my LUTs, you'd still be able to do it and the footage would still look really good, and it wouldn't feel like you were compromising the footage because it was so hard to grade, because it's really not. So both of them, flat colour profiles, they both look great. And I can't say that one wins over the other because they both just look good. And when it comes down to audio quality, they both, like the Pocket 2 marginally sounds better, but it's so negligible because they both sound great. So this is the audio from both the cameras, the GoPro HERO 11 and the DJI Pocket 2. The audio is coming directly from each of the microphones, so I don't actually have an external microphone attached. It's a little bit windy as well. Noise reduction's off on both of them, and this is what the audio is like. So seeing as it's not windy, I thought I'd just do another audio comparison. It is quite noisy because there's a lot of traffic around, but it just gives you an idea of what the audio sounds like from the DJI Pocket 2 and what the audio sounds like from the GoPro HERO 11. And yeah, you can hear it with traffic as well. But what I forgot to mention was that if you do use the HERO 11, then you would have to use the media mod if you wanted external audio, but the audio that comes directly from the media mod sounds pretty rubbish, so you would actually have to get an external microphone. Whereas with the DJI Pocket 2, if you have the dual handle and then use the wireless transmitter, you don't actually need to get another external microphone. You can just use the wireless transmitter that comes with the Pocket 2 and put the furry windshield on if it's windy. So there's actually nothing else to buy, which makes the Pocket 2 better in that scenario. So yeah, that's just to give you an idea of what the audio sounds like. So this is another reason why I'm just like, why am I not taking this HERO 11 out with me even more? Especially given the fact that on a rainy day, and I get caught in the rain a lot. I am absolutely soaked. And now the sun's coming out. But when it rains, the Pocket 2 is not waterproof, it's not weather sealed. Unless you get the waterproof case, you can't use it out in the rain. I've been caught in the rain with it and I have just had to stop filming because I don't want to ruin the camera. But if it rains and I've got the HERO 11 out, I can just keep filming, I don't have to worry. And so having that just makes me want to take it out even more. There is one thing though that I do miss when I'm using the HERO 11, especially if it is low light. It is the fact that it's low light and the image quality is just not on par with the Pocket 2, really. Especially the image stabilization. With the Pocket 2 having a gimbal, you don't have to worry about filming in low light because it has a gimbal. Whereas with the HERO 11, shooting in low light with the image stabilization just doesn't work because it doesn't work with slower shutter speeds. So there is that, but most of the time for me, I don't really shoot in low light. And like I said, on an overcast day, it's passable. I just about get away with it. But it's just not been enough for me to warrant taking the Pocket 2 over the HERO 11 recently. But there is no doubt that the Pocket 2 does way better than the HERO 11 in low light situations, just because it has that bigger sensor and it's got that wider aperture. And I think one of the other biggest things for me is the battery life with the HERO 11, because with the Enduro batteries, you can get so much filming time out of the HERO 11. And the Pocket 3, like, I've had an issue with this since the moment I got it, and it didn't really stop me using it too much. I'd just bring a power supply out with me, but just not being able to replace the batteries or have a better solution where I don't have to stop filming if it dies is just, it's limiting. So having the HERO 11 and just being able to bring multiple batteries, and if it dies I can just put another battery in and just keep going, or I can use the Volta grip and just film all day with it, which I love doing. It doesn't put those barriers up to stop me filming. Whereas the Pocket 2, I get to a point and it's like, okay, I can't film anymore, especially if I forgot my power pack. So they're the main reasons why, and I'm so excited for the DJI Pocket 3. I'm guessing you guys are as well. I cannot wait for that to drop because I'm really excited to see what advancements they've made. Because like I said, the Pocket 2 is like, it's over 2 years old now. And so I can imagine that even just looking at the DJI Action 3, there's a lot of advancement in that from the Pocket 2. So I really can't wait for the DJI Pocket 3. It's probably my most anticipated piece of gear this year, as I think it is for a lot of you. So they're the main reasons why. And the other thing actually that I forgot to mention is just being able to have a camera that I can mount as POV very quickly. And I use the bike mount for the HERO 11 quite a lot, and it just makes it really easy and really quick to just capture those POV shots. And I did a video where you can actually use the Pocket 2 as a chest mount with it's this max swivel clip, and I'll link to it. And that works really well, but yeah, it's just the HERO 11. It's just the HERO 11 right now. So anyway, I hope this was useful to some of you if you're trying to decide whether to go for the Pocket 2 or the HERO 11. And like I said, Pocket 2 is still fantastic, and these are just my opinions, and I used it in a recent video, but just the HERO 11 is just the one that I just take more. So yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching and catch you on the next video.